Hi, my name is Brenda Frederick. I'm the owner of Outta Here Travel, a home-based agency in Wisconsin. And welcome to my troll hole. This is what I like to call my basement office, and you have caught me in my jammies, which is usually what I'm working in. I'm 48 years old, and I've been in the industry for about 20 years, so I've probably sent 20,000 people on vacations. Currently, I do about 1,250 to 1,500 people a year, and I specialize in group travel and motor coach travel. Now, because I do motor coach tours, that means I get to work with senior citizens a lot. And they never cease to amaze me how they sometimes just don't think. Like, we'll go to a play or a show, and I'll say, now when it's all over, meet me outside. And they'll say, Brenda, how will we find you? And I'm like, we're on a bus. Like, a bus. And then I think, well, look at me. It's not like I'm a little petite flower and you could miss me, but even if you miss me, we're on a bus. They crack me up. So I always say there is a place in travel agent heaven for me because I work with motor coach groups. But I'm also a full-service travel agency, so I do get those clients who have little idiosyncrasies, and they'll call me up and they think they're doing me a favor by being flexible in their travel. You know, they'll say, oh, we can go anywhere, anytime, doesn't matter. So I've got them on the phone and I'm clicking, and I was like, oh, I have got a great deal for you. It's 68 days long, leaves tomorrow, it's going to Somalia, and it's only $147,000 a person. Give me your credit card, I'll hold 2 spots for you. Well, needless to say, that helps them narrow down their positions. Do I get unusual requests? Of course I do. Just last week I had a lady that was traveling, and she gave me a call and she said, Brenda, you know that whole security thing sounds like a really big hassle, and I just don't want to do that. Could you just give them a call? Now, mind you, I have no idea who them is. Anyway, she said, could you just give them a call and tell them that you know me so I can just pass right through? Well, I had to put her on hold because I was laughing. Now, first of all, I guess I should be flattered that she thinks I have Homeland Security on speed dial and that I can just call them up and be like, yeah, Brenda here. I know Joni, just let her through. She's fine. Well, needless to say, that was a request that was denied. Have I had to say no to people? Of course I have. You can't have been in the industry this many years without having to do that. But I try to do it all with humor and sarcasm. And I think people come to me because they can get something they can't get with any other agency. Well, besides me, of course. But I develop all my tours. They're all customized, and I do recon on them. So I go to the places and make sure they're acceptable for my groups. But I'm also escorting the tours, so they have the person who has set them up from start to finish along on the tour with them, and I think that's really an added bonus. I also give them unique and unusual tours that they probably don't get anywhere else. I do a slum run. I do a toilet tour that visits the toilet factory. I have a From Saints to Sinners tour that goes from religious spots to breweries in one day. I really try to add different things on all of my tours to keep people coming back. If they had to say what they like best about my tours, well, again, of course, besides me, they probably would say that I feed them well because I go to nice places and really different spots. Now, if you had to ask somebody what they don't like about my tours, I bet they would say I feed them too much, because I get calls and emails saying that they have to diet after they get home. But again, I try to open them up to experiences that they may not see elsewhere and have a fun time doing it. Now, do I ever get honeymoon couples that want to go to different locations? He wants to go hiking, she wants to go to the beach? Absolutely. What do? Well, I usually tell him, in the long run, it's cheaper, and he'll be much happier if he does what she wants him to do. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. But again, I try to handle everything with humor and sarcasm and get people coming back for more. I have a lot of repeat customers, and my typical day is spent globetrotting. I might be working on a culinary adventure to Savannah, a group of 250 going on a Caribbean cruise, or a church choir that's going to perform in cathedrals and churches throughout Europe, which is something I'm working on all of those right now. So again, I hope that you join me on one of my tours and let me get you out of here.